should you set up a trust? Well, to be candid, I can't answer that question for you because I don't know your situation. You may live in a state like Washington where it makes no sense for you to set up a trust. And typically when we're talking about a trust, we're talking about a revocable living trust. In Washington, our probates are easy. Most people set up revocable living trusts to avoid probates. So in Washington, you need to seek out an estate planning and elder law attorney who will give you the benefits of having a revocable living trust versus the cost to you and your family of having a revocable living trust. And when I say costs, what I'm talking about is that in Washington state, and an elder law attorney will tell you this, that if you want to protect assets when you're gone for your surviving spouse, do not use a revocable living trust. Why? Because the state of Washington will not honor it as an asset protection trust. The only way in Washington state that you can protect assets for your spouse once you're gone against long-term care costs is if you do it through a will, and that will must be probated, and that will should contain within it a testamentary trust that protects assets. So in Washington, our conversation will be much different than, for example, if you live in another state. In different states, for example, in California, it is commonly recommended that you set up revocable living trusts. Why is that? Because probates are very expensive there and very complicated. Also in California, you should get asset protection against long-term care costs from a revocable living trust. So when it comes to the question, should you set up a trust? What I would tell you is this: don't rely on any videos, any YouTube, any advice that's more general advice, or what you hear from financial advisors, from Sally Orman, for anybody like that, because all someone who understands finances and trusts and can tell you is, here's the general rules. They may be the wrong advice for you. So seek out an estate planning and an elder law attorney in the state where you live to make sure that you have the right plan.